the 2019 season. The Gander Outdoors Truck Series. Ready, set, go!
That double yellow line is your friend here, I think, guys.
You can't go below it to pass, but you'll ride along on the edge of it and protect your position as Eckes has gone from pole position to start this race to the lead.
I think that was a little manufacturer cooperation there on the start. Eckes was able to get over ahead of David Gilliland and down to the bottom. You talked about the bottom being your friend, but look at the strong run by Sheldon Creed up in the outside.
They were really organized. It looked like the 24 was pushing the two of Sheldon Creed. You can bump, you cannot lock on, but you can bump and help the guy go.
Creed from the 6th starting position runs side by side with Eckes for the lead. And remember, Creed in that 2 truck, the ARCA Series champion from a year ago.
Now, Phil, the more you push, the faster you go, but it's not allowed for the trucks to lock up like you said. And plus, it's a dangerous game. When those trucks are side by side, we got some issues here with the 28 of Brian Doza. We don't have a caution yet. He had an issue there. But when these trucks are so close, look at him wiggling around. That's just a recipe for disaster. You'll push a guy sideways like we see right there with David Gilliland.
That was Todd Gilliland pushing his dad. He pushed him sideways. Remember the ARCA race? We had a couple situations where the guy being pushed got turned around.
Looks like a problem for the 17 of Gilliland, and that's why he got a shove from his son. There's an issue, and David Gilliland is bringing it down. He's going to have to come to pit road.
Is that a flat left front?
That's what it looks like. You see how low the splitter is to the racetrack.
So he slowed up big time, and Todd Gilliland ran into the back of him to give him a big push. And there's his teammate, Natalie Decker, also with an issue, some left front damage in that 54 truck.
And a lot of damage to the hood on her truck as well. Look how that tire has destroyed the fender and the hood on that truck.
For some reason, did both of those trucks have left front tire failures on the first lap of the race? She's got more issues than that. She's tore her oil line off right there.
And that's a big problem for Natalie Decker, making her first Truck Series start here at Daytona.
That'll bring out the caution as she's on pit road.
And it is indeed out. And there you see pulling Natalie Decker out of the truck. The crew right on hand to get that fire out.
Wow, I'm glad to see her get out of that truck. Looked like she maybe fell down over the wall, probably overcome by smoke.
Decker making her first Truck Series start, and she's teammates with David Gilliland, who we initially saw having an issue and slowing up.
Wow, there's so much that went on there early. We saw the bouncing around of the trucks.
Robbie Lyons, the 42 truck, obviously has gotten to the outside wall.
And watch that 17 of Gilliland, second in line. Well, we're going to see the back of the replay first.
Yeah, an issue for the 28 of Brian Doza. That got into the 42 of Robbie Lyons. That's why he got into the outside wall.
But, you know, you can let your air pressures down on your left side tires and promote grip. That helps. There you see Doza with the issue, goes up and catches Lyons. Robbie did a great job of keeping in the gas.
No caution yet. No caution yet. All clear.
I think minimal damage to the right side of that truck.
But you just wonder how those teammates could have had left front tire failures, one at the front, one at the back, the
within
same issue.
seconds of each other.
Phil, every year we come down here, and I know the racing is going to be crazy, and they're going to be bumping, and they're going to be weaving and wobbling. But every time it starts, I still can't get over how crazy it is.
You can see the left front tire is already flat right there, guys.
The 17 of David Gilliland, and that's his son there getting into the back end of him. But David had nowhere to go with that left front going down and slowing up.
And I think David's experience, he realized he had an issue. He was able to back her down. And maybe Natalie, with a lack of experience, had that same issue, but didn't understand what was going on.
And Austin Wayne, oh! The crew member for
Brian Doza.
Not sure if that was one of his crew members or not.
And then again, here was what Natalie Decker was dealing with. And
you could see the fire come around the A post, the window post, back into the driver's cockpit.
What a crazy start to the race.
It was actually her pit stall right there that she was able to get stopped in, and her guys came over and grabbed her.
And there she is up on the pit box, and obviously a very traumatic experience for her first Truck Series race, and well, it's got to be. I was going to say, it's got to be heartbreaking. She was so excited and so optimistic about how the race was going to unfold for her. One lap, and it's over.
Talking with her crew chief Frankie Kerr there about what happened, and he's going to encourage her. I know it's just bitter disappointment. Glad she's happy she's okay, but sad she couldn't get those valuable laps and track time to learn more.
Well, we expect the competition to be hot, but this isn't what we had in mind. It has been a fiery start here in Daytona. Everyone fine. That's the good news. This is where it all started back in turns 1 and 2 with Brian Doza in the red and white truck.
He's leading that second pack down there on the bottom. Looks like he cuts down a right front tire, goes up the racetrack, catches Robbie Lyons with nowhere to go. He makes some contact with the outside safer barrier.
We got radio from Doza saying he ran over some debris and that caused that tire to cut and go up the hill and hit Robbie Lyons. Lyons did a nice job of maintaining control of that truck. He will continue, but Doza unfortunately is out.
Lyons did take some damage, but nothing too major, didn't seem. And Natalie Decker also involved, had some serious contact and damage to the left front. It looked like maybe from a flat tire, and you see that there was cut an oil line and created a fire for her truck.
Yeah, and simultaneously her teammate David Gilliland also cuts down the left front tire, running up in the lead draft.
Amazing, 2 teammates. Left front issues, first lap. Hermie.
Yeah, Vince, I have not spoken to Natalie Decker yet. We're waiting at the care center for her to be released from here, but I did speak briefly to Frankie Kerr, the crew chief. Same story. They ran over some debris with the left front, broken oil line, and rest of it was collateral damage from there. But we'll get an update on Natalie once we get done here at the care center, Alan.
I'm here. And same story on the 17 from crew chief Kevin Bono Manning. Says a piece of debris was the cause of the front left damage to both the 17 and teammate 54. Not really sure the explanation. Freak thing on the first lap. Kevin Bono Manning says a piece of debris is what caused the damage on both the 17 and the 54 to have those left front tires go down, guys.
Wow, how freakish is that? Teammates, and keep an eye, there's the 17, and you said the left front was already down there, Phil.
Yeah, the left front's down right here. Obviously, Todd in the 4 truck does not realize it's down. David's trying to get slowed down so he can make this corner here.
Well, I'm telling you, Todd did a heads-up job of not just pushing his dad, keeping against that truck and causing a bigger issue than we had there. I can't believe they made it through that mess.
And all the other trucks as well getting around him.
Well, there's that cut in the 17 tire, so obviously as well as he's leaving. Watch the 28 here, and the crew member holding the jack come out.
He just, there's no brakes on the 28 truck. Doza can't stop. The crew member wasn't.
Meanwhile, Hermie's at the care center with Natalie Decker.
You're talking about the roller coaster of racing here in NASCAR. Great weekend in the ARCA race, great qualifying effort early into the race tonight. Any idea what happened to the left front tire?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It just went down and then it started on fire coming to pit road. It's really heartbreaking. I really wanted to have a good finish here, but it is what it is.
Yep. Flat tire, brake line busted, and early into the night for the 54 of Natalie Decker.